What's up, Pickleheads? Welcome to Picklehead Podcast. Exciting podcast today with the Brascia sisters out of Mission Viejo, California. Both at 5'4", if I'm not mistaken. Both right-handed. Selkirk sponsored. And some may know the older sister as Mary Go Round. Others call her Mary. And the younger, but just as good sister, Maggie, is also with us. Thank you for joining us on Picklehead. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, I'm actually 5'8", but the website had that incorrect.
So that's not your fault. That is not your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. 5'8".
It's so funny is that they'll type things in for our bios and stuff. I think sometimes things get mixed up. So maybe people think we're, twins even. Sometimes we're not.
People have a lot of trouble, telling the difference between the two of us, which we don't really understand because we don't think we're that similar, but...
Well, that's so funny because I thought you guys were twins, and I asked Spencer before the podcast to confirm. I probably asked Spencer this 2 weeks ago when we were initially going to do our podcast, and I was like, I think they're twins, but I'm not sure. And Spencer's like, no, they're not twins. They were born at a separate date. And then when I was reading this, because Spencer does all the questions, because he's the guru of pickleball. He knows everything all the way back to 2020, because that's when he started playing. He knows everything about everybody. So I saw 5'4" and 5'4", and I'm like, I swear Maggie's taller, but we'll stick with it because it said that online. Because it says it online that you are 5'4". But anyways, moving on. So Maggie,
never trust the internet.
Never trust it. You're a full-time student, right?
Yes, I am studying computer science at Concordia University in Irvine, so I am balancing the school and the pickleball.
Cool. Well, that's our next question. How do you balance school with pickleball?
So I go to school in Irvine, which is very close to where I'm from, so I'm able to practice with my usual people, everyone I know from home, and I can commute back and forth from school to practice. And I also just take a pretty good schedule, or I make my schedule, so I don't have classes on Fridays, so I can go to the tournaments because a lot of the tournaments are Friday, Saturday. So it's pretty manageable. My professors are very flexible and understand what I'm doing, and think the pickleball is super cool and support it. So it's really good.
Yeah, me and Spencer are both college graduates. We both went to Dixie State University here in St. George. But I know exactly what you mean about taking off Fridays. I don't know if Spencer did, but I remember I would make sure that I didn't have classes on Fridays just because you have such a longer weekend that way. And I try to avoid Mondays as well, but that's convenient. That was smart with all your tournaments.
Yeah, it's hard to do both. I started college way too late. I already had a couple kids by then. I have 4 now. Thankfully, I graduated when I only had 3, but good times. So, Mary, have you already graduated, or school isn't for you, or are you still in school?
Yeah, I graduated from Biola University last year in May, and it was definitely a challenge balancing college tennis and pickleball, because once I discovered pickleball, I kind of wanted to be done with tennis and just pursue pro pickleball right away, but I knew I wanted to finish school and get my degree. I graduated with a film degree, and who knows if I'll combine my passions of film and pickleball in the future, but I definitely was ready to pursue pro pickleball after school.
Yeah, those seem to fit really well together, actually, film. And, Austin and I have figured out just in the past few months, that film degree should actually help you a lot. If you're interested in doing it, or if you just wanted to get the credits, that's one way too. So I do want to confirm then. So I have this right, at least. You are 3 years apart.
Yes.
All right. Maggie is 5'8". I'm also 5'8". My mom is taller than me. My youngest sister is taller than me. Austin's 6 foot something. My other brother's 6 foot. Are you both 6 foot, Oz?
Yeah, I'm just over 6 foot, and Clay's just under 6 foot.
Anyway, Mary needs to feel my or understands my pain, I guess.
I know, I
because
do.
it's tough when your siblings are all taller than you. Mary, will you tell us something that we don't know about Maggie? Doesn't necessarily need to be embarrassing, but what's something the pickleball world needs to know about Maggie that maybe we don't know?
This is recent, but she built a drone at school, right? Did you know, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, people might not know that she's just super smart.
Wow.
Very cool.
Is that okay?
Does that have to do with your
thanks.
does that have to do with your computer science degree? That you know how to do that kind of stuff?
It does. Well, you know, that class really taught me that is something I don't want to do in my future. But yeah, it was good. It was a
I'm
good
with you there.
experience.
All that stuff's over my head. So, now it's your turn, Maggie. Tell us something that people don't know about Mary.
What? I don't know. Well, okay, people probably do know this about her, but Mary's like the most fun person ever. Like, she's always down to do fun things and like it's super fun to be around. She loves house music. That's a fun fact. And she's just
Sweet.
always down to have a good time.
Nice.
Sweet. Those are fun. Okay, changing subjects
And
just
then-
a little bit. Oh, unless
Yeah, go
Spencer
ahead.
has something. Just a little bit. What?
No, I was
So-
going to change the subject.
Okay, perfect. So you guys obviously must train together, I would assume, for pickleball. What does your guys' training look
Yes.
like? What's your guys' schedule, your day-to-day?
Yeah, so between us, like, Mary is definitely the planner and the scheduler. Like, she gets made fun of for planning our practices like months in advance. And then I kind of show up like when she plans them. So I'm very thankful for that. We like to drill a lot, like just the two of us. So like a lot of drill sessions are like with people from our hometown. We'll play with them too. And then Mary will schedule rec matches for us. And our dad just like is starting this club called Los Cab near us, and it's like they're opening 22 courts. So it's super cool, and now we're gonna start practicing there a lot.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also funny too, like, you know, Maggie has to balance school and pickleball, so she finds the ways to like fit it in her schedule. But me, I could play 6 to 8 hours a day because I'm still addicted to pickleball to this day.
Wow.
However, I'm trying. No, it's true. I could, but I'm learning that is not the most effective way to get better. Probably playing that much is not it. But there's different styles for both. Like, to this point, that has been my style of training, whereas Maggie can go out for like an hour and a half to 2 hours and be perfectly content, you know, the quality drilling. But we're definitely different in a lot of ways, but we get to train together, which I think helps our partnership.
Yeah, that's
so
really
do you both
interesting.
come from a tennis background?
Yeah, Mary more than I did. I was more of a golfer, but I definitely played tennis. When I
We
was
love
younger.
golf too.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Yeah, no, golf's a great sport. It requires a lot of time for sure. If I was back to my single days, golf was actually really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Fishing was too, but those kind of went out the window as we started, you know, getting married and then having kids. And then even if you want to play 9 holes, it's like, it takes some time for
That's
sure.
a long time. Yeah.
So both golfers, that's fun too. And you both found pickleball in 2020?
Mm-hmm.
And you started playing pro when?
We started dabbling in pro tournaments in 2021, but I went full time when I graduated college last year. So it hasn't even been a year yet of being a full-time pro, which is
Wow.
crazy. Almost. almost. But time is flying.
Well, you're
It's
killing
crazy.
it.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Oz.
I just said, well, you're killing it for only being there in the full-time pro for a year. That's sick. I didn't know that. I'll guarantee
Thank
Spencer
you.
did, but I
Thank
didn't.
you.
Spencer knows all that stuff. So with playing pro, what would you guys say is your favorite part about playing together? Because you guys play together in a lot of tournaments. I know you guys played together in the Red Rock. I got some footage of you. I think I sent it to Maggie. I think it was Maggie. It might have been Mary.
Yes.
But what do you guys enjoy about playing?
Yeah, well,
together?
that's the funny thing too, because up until like a couple weeks ago, Mary has been running my social media. Like,
Surprise!
She answers my messages as me, posts everything as me, and I recently got the password and now respond to messages. So like that has been me now, but
That's
she
funny.
loves like all the media stuff and loves doing that for me, which is
I feel
really
betrayed
nice,
now.
but- no, our messages that the recent messages have been me. So
Oh, okay.
we're good. But to answer your question, playing together, I think my favorite thing about it is that we're just super comfortable playing with each other. Partner chemistry is super important, and it's really nice when you know your partner super well and like know what they're gonna do, know their game, but then also like feel supported by them.
Yeah, just watching you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to add, and what's cool is like we get to grow together. Like we've started at the same place. And then so when we keep accomplishing little things in pickleball, it's like we are just in it together, and it makes it special.
Right. Yeah, just watching you guys at the Red Rock, you guys are so calm and collected, which it just depends on the personality of the pro, but it seems like both of you guys are just very calm, relaxed on the court together, just not even bothered about what's going on. I can't remember what match I was watching in specific. I think you guys were playing against Braverman, but that's probably totally wrong. Did you
No,
guys
we
play her?
did play her in Red Rock, so that
Yes.
yeah, that might have been it.
Okay, that was the one then. But I just remember you guys would you guys won, but you guys would miss a shot or something like that, and it's just like you're just cool, calm, collected, and relaxed. Do you think that plays a huge factor as to why you guys have so much chemistry on the court and get along on the court? Or do you guys not get along and we just don't know about it?
We are very glad it comes off that way, that we get along perfectly.
Okay.
Because we don't always, but we're getting better at it. We've definitely had our ups and downs of...
And they are low.
Like, yeah.
Low lows.
Yeah, we were just talking about it recently, like playing with a sibling or like a spouse or like, you know, partner, anything. Like when you have your highs, like they're super high and like it's really fun to experience that together. But then when you have your lows, they're like really bad.
You know, it's like that we're never playing together again. Or, yeah, just saying things that you wouldn't necessarily say to someone who you're not close to. Like, some things just can kind of slip out of your mouth. So, like, there are things I've said to Maggie in the past that I'd probably never say to, like, a non-relative on the court. But we all make mistakes, and then we still are here playing together, so we forgive.
Yeah, Austin and I have played together a few times. I'm actually not up to Austin's level. So Austin's more the more talented, more technical brother. Austin and I are 10 years apart. He's 10 years younger. He has the tennis background. He's the better pickleball player. Anyway, we seem to get along when we play. I think what's nice about siblings, though, too, is I don't think they take stuff as personal if you say something maybe you shouldn't have said, as you would with someone that maybe you're not related to. Maybe even quicker to forgive. I know there are a lot of siblings out there, though, that do struggle playing with each other. If you had to name one thing that helps that helps your relationship, especially on the pickleball court, what would you say that is? My guess is positivity, because you guys seem like you're always happy all the time. But what would you say that one thing is if you had to name one thing, Mary and Maggie?
Okay, I'll go first. I would say communication for sure. Like, anytime, we come out of a match, like, we always talk through, like, what happened. Like, not even just, like, related to the pickleball and how we played, but just, like, how we're treating each other. And, like, what are things that I said that bothered you? Or, like, what are things that I said, like, that helps you? Because I'm also, like you said, like, I'm super quiet and, like, composed. Like, I never really react to anything, whereas, like, Mary is definitely more energetic and,
I'm an emotional player,
like,
yeah.
after points. And so we, like, she needs some more energy from me sometimes, and then I sometimes need to bring a little more energy, and so, like, we just really have to communicate that and talk through it. And we have a lot of, family and friends who are, like, our middleman. For...
Like, we will pull aside when let's say we have a match that just doesn't go our way. Usually a pickleball friend will be around and will be like, excuse me, you need to be our therapist right now. Like, thank you for listening to us rant. And they'll be like, guys, stop fighting. Like, it's the same pattern, but we definitely hide it, like, apparently, because, like you just said, you would not think we have these problems from watching, apparently, unless you really know us. Right. Like, our parents, they'll be like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, they know. But we've gotten better. Like, in North Carolina, we had a really good tournament where we really got along, and, like, we've had really good tournaments in the past, too. So it's just, like, a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up and down.
Oh, no, it is for sure. Like, even on the amateur level, I know how I feel if I've prepared really well for a match and I don't do well. I know it's not up to your level on the pro, but even if I don't do well then, I hate the feeling after. Like, I just kind of feel like down for, I don't know, even the next few days before you can finally get yourself out of it. What do you guys do to kind of... If you don't do well, I mean, you seem to do pretty well most of the time. I think in North Carolina, you guys ended up 5th, which is insanely good.
So fun.
So what do you do on your end to kind of cheer each other up or bring each other up and get back to feeling like, okay, we're ready to play again. Let's get back at it.
Oh, I was going to say, like, after, like I said, we're so quick, if we had a bad day, like, we're super quick to forgive. We'll just talk it out. We're sisters. We're, like, best friends. And we have a third sister, too, so we're all super close. But we'll get ice cream, and then once we have ice cream, we feel better. But I was going to say something else about how to be
But we also
energy.
have a new rule, too, that we can't, like, fresh out of a match, we can't talk about it until we, like, have a moment to reflect and, like, think about what we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Kind of like in marriage. Sleep on it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know that works all the time, but it seems to work for you guys. So if you guys do have issues, which I still don't believe, it's very hard to, like, nobody knows, just so you know. So you don't even have to admit it if you do have any issues playing together.
Oh, good. Good.
This has come up before a few times on the pod. What do you do, or when, I should say, do you coach each other? Austin and I are firm believers that the coaching only happens before tournaments and after tournaments. Do you ever coach each other during tournaments? You've talked about having rules with each other. When do you help coach each other?
I don't know if I would say, like, we coach each other, but maybe, like, if we help each other with strategy. Actually, like, our dad is our coach now, basically. Like, he's usually at a lot of our tournaments and, like, is on the side, like, supporting us and helping us. But I think it's more we help each other with strategy and, like, for our matches. I feel like I don't know. I'm maybe more of the one who likes to
Yeah.
strategize.
Yeah.
And
Well, I always like a plan going into a match, and then Maggie is able to come up with that plan in a much better way than me usually. And then I'm just like, great, sounds good. And then that's what we do.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see, because obviously at the pro level, it's like there's not really much that your partner's going to do that's going to be whack, like what you'd see with a 3-5 beginner player doing on the court, where you're just like, you have to coach them to explain, hey, don't speed up a ball that's way below the net or something like that they would just throw up into someone's strike zone. But it's like at the pro level, what is it that would cause contention with you guys? Is someone just all of a sudden like they lose their mind, they're not going with the strategy wise, or what is it in that aspect that you guys are arguing about? Because you guys are pro, you know?
Oh yeah, like we've had matches where I'm like, okay, like dink to this person or like return to this person, and then like you do the opposite.
Okay.
I'm just like,
Oops.
okay.
That's interesting.
But, no, I mean, I think it's like with strategy, you know, it's a lot of like, yeah, who do you return to? Who do you target like in transition zone? Like, do you dink middle, like to cause confusion, or like who do you dink to, or you know, where do you speed up? Like, where do people sit? Like forehand, backhand, you know, just a
Nice.
lot of different strategies.
She knows the different
It's
things.
important for sure.
Very cool. Well, I like what you guys said about how you don't talk about it right after, and then you guys get ice cream always is a great solution too. You don't talk about the match directly after, I think is smart. What are you going to say,
We
Mary?
went to a great ice cream place in St. George, and I'm forgetting the name of it.
The
but
Creamery, is that it? Or no?
No, that place is good
Handles?
too. But no,
We love
no,
handles.
it was like a place that had, was it not like cereal in it? It doesn't matter. But basically, you guys have some good ice cream in St. George. So
That's good.
Just wanted to let you know.
We rarely get complimented on our food here, because our food here just sucks. We really don't have that many restaurants.
Oh my
I
gosh,
wonder
but
where
you
you
have
went.
Cafe Zupas, and we don't have Cafe Zupas here, but I love that place, and
Oh, do you?
so I'm glad you have it there.
It's
That's all
pretty
I
new
wanted to
here.
say.
I think it's within the last couple of years. Anyways, let's change subjects, because we want to talk MLP with you guys. So last MLP, starting with Maggie. We know Maggie got second, so she has the spotlight right now. We want to hear just your experience. How was it, and how did you stay so solid the whole time?
Oh yeah, MLP was definitely a crazy experience. Like, it was so much fun. I have definitely had my struggles with MLP for sure. It's just a very like stressful environment and like a lot of pressure, like I feel personally. I think the first thing that really helped was just how great my team was. I had like the most supportive team, always like, you know, there for me, always there to practice. Like, we were really bonded, I think, and I think that helped me just knowing I had all of their support and like they were confident in me. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I just was feeling it that weekend, I guess. But yeah, it was some of the most fun I've had playing pickleball for sure.
Yeah, you seemed locked in. We actually just interviewed Coop a couple days ago, or yesterday, I think it was. I don't know when these podcasts are going to come out. But anyway, she said that you were really difficult to play with, and she wished she had a different partner. So. No, I'm just kidding. No, she was talking to you too. Like, she knew you were good. Obviously, like, we were like, how did it work out so well? And she's like, Maggie was just, and you were just on fire. Like, I think
Solid.
after a while, people were like, you know, there's no good option here. Do we hit it to Andrea or do we hit it to Maggie? It's like, there's no good option here at all. You guys were solid the whole time. So this question is twofold. Mentally and physically, how did you prepare for MLP? It's tough even to be ready for an amateur tournament, but what do you do mentally to prepare for something that big? And what do you do physically to prepare for something that big?
Yeah, so I definitely have had my struggles with, like, anxiety related to pickleball, like, just in these high-pressure situations and, like, feeling like you need to perform or, like, feeling like you need to prove yourself, I guess. I don't know. That was, like, a struggle for me for sure. I think, physically it was, like, really just practicing. I knew I was going to be playing the right side the whole tournament, so, like, just really drilling and feeling confident on that side to be able to just do my best. I definitely, focusing not on just pickleball, so I, like, wasn't consumed by that. Like, going to the gym and, like, other distractions that could, like, have some balance, so I wasn't just, like, all consumed by, like, worrying about MLP. But yeah, definitely talking to my team too, and, like, getting to know them better and feeling more comfortable with them. That was super important, just the team chemistry and just, like, knowing that they had confidence in me and that they were, like, excited to play with me and, like, for me to be on the team. It was really helpful.
It's huge to know that somebody has your back, for sure. Like, I can think of an example, and I won't mention names, but I played in a league. This was last summer. Every Tuesday night we would go and play, but partners were mixed up each time. There were like 16 teams, and see who could get to the end. Blah blah blah. And if you were matched up with someone that was confident in you, like, that you knew had your back, even if you were going to miss a few shots, like, we ended up doing really well. And then if you had someone, this was rare, but I can think of maybe like twice, where I had someone that was like, you could tell was like rolling their eyes at you when you would miss. It just made me play worse. So yeah, your guys' whole team, I mean, it's definitely a united team, and I think that's what helped you. We're hoping you can get that gold next time, but silver is pretty good.
Oh yeah, hopefully. No, and just, like, to touch on that more, like, yeah, I may have said it, but my teammates were really the best, and, like, especially, Andrea was such a good mentor for me and was such a great partner for me and just a great leader, and it really helped me a lot. And we also had Mircha as our coach, and it was just nice to have someone there who was, like, really, like, helping me out, or, like, just there for support, because it can be scary out there, and, like, you feel a lot of stress, and it was just nice to have such supportive teammates.
Yeah, and Andrea talked you up quite a bit, and I have that written down here. Austin, you want to ask Maggie what she thinks about what we're calling the GOAT match? We asked Coop too, but we want to see if you have the same feeling.
Yeah, and Mary, see what Mary thinks about it. But yeah, that match right prior to your guys' final, your last, I think you guys were playing the fives. We just talked about this yesterday, and I'm drawing a blank, but I think it was the fives. And
It was.
I watched the match, and it was freaking insane. It was just like long, drawn-out rallies. It wasn't just dinking either. It was speed up, long hand battle, lob, and then the point keeps going type of thing. What are your thoughts, starting with Mary? Did you think that was the GOAT match so far in MLP, from an MLP standpoint? Best match ever?
Oh, I think the women's match specifically was amazing. So cool to watch.
Were you there in person?
Yeah.
I would assume you were, but
Yeah, she was, like, literally the best supporter. They even someone posted a video of her. It was so funny. Like, her clapping on the sideline. Like, I think I was playing a Dream Breaker or something, and you were, like, cheering for me. And they were like sibling love or something.
I know, so cringy, but also I love it.
So supportive and, like, watching all my matches. And it was really nice.
Well, I just think Maggie's little and her team, like, you know, I think their whole story making it to the final, it was just so cool, and they just dominate. Like, they just did so well all weekend. And I know, like, she mentioned, like, what Maggie's been, like, doing with her anxiety related pickleball stuff with, that's, if you don't mind me saying that. And so it's just the fact that you, like, came out and were just so amazing, like, out there in the MLP was just awesome. And so maybe not a lot of people know that, maybe they do, but it was cool. It was just really cool to
there's
see.
nothing better than cheering your sibling on too. Like, watching your sibling play, especially because all the pressure's off you, and you can just sit there and watch and just cheer them on. And when they win, it's like, let's go.
Yes.
It's the best.
Yes. Her team just had such a good vibe, and it was like, who couldn't root for BLQK? Like, they were just awesome.
Yeah, and it seemed like, too, they kind of came out of nowhere. Like, obviously, you have 4 great players on the team, but it wasn't, if I'm being completely honest, and I told Coop this too, that you weren't on my radar to, like, be in the top 3. But Fed's doubles game has gotten so much better also, and then you know that Dylan is always solid. They can both play singles. You and Coop were killing it. It was really fun to watch. All right,
Let's see it again.
Yeah. Mary, tell us about the merry-go-round and when that started, because I don't think it started at MLP. I know you hit the what we're calling the merry-go-round at MLP. Explain to us what the merry-go-round is, what I'm referring to, and where that shot started with you.
Yes, so I invented a shot in pickleball, so no matter what happens in my life, I just feel, you know, so happy. But no, I have some very funky things that I do with my reflexes in tennis and pickleball now, but, you know, some two-handed forehands, and I literally hit behind my head now and then as a reflex shot. I used to do it in tennis and warm-ups sometimes. Don't know what makes me do that. I have no idea, but for some reason it came out in MLP on such a big stage, and it was one of the funniest moments, and it's just a fun shot. So if you haven't tried it, you know, I always say this, send me a video of you doing it, because I think it's a riot. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really
You've
fun to
never
watch.
even tried it.
I have.
Oh,
Honestly,
you've tried it.
I have tried it, and I have failed every time. Like, I don't know how to do it.
Dang.
So it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, do you
did it? In
Do you
a
do
hands
like?
battle.
I mean, I think I have a stretching issue. Like, I can't get over there.
I think
So-
the problem is that you can't force it. You know,
can't.
like there have been like we've tried to film it,
Yeah.
where we like feed the ball. Like it just doesn't really work if you're trying to do it. Like it just has to be instinct, like in a match.
It's true.
It's really hard.
And it has. I have done it since in rec play. I haven't done it in a match yet, but yeah, like it's an in the moment. I say the like ninja reflex kind of thing where you just are like, oh, I guess I'm gonna hit it behind my head. Because you think it's kind of that shot where you think they're holding the shot and they're gonna like speed it up maybe over here, but I'm like that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't know, but that's my shot.
That
for
was-
sure.
That was actually one of the very first. So I don't think we've messaged you guys on Pickleball Playbook, but that's my page on Instagram. I actually have. Yeah, I sent one of you guys the videos of you guys playing.
Oh, nice.
But that was the very first video that went viral on Pickleball Playbook. Was I took that of you, and that was the very first time that I figured out who you were. So insane.
So
I have
funny.
no idea if you won the point. All I know is DJ was on the other side. I know that he got that first ball back, and then my video cuts. But I don't remember. Did you not win it?
No, they didn't win the point.
No,
Still sick, though.
Julian had to ruin that. I'm kidding. Love Julian.
I think everyone was.
I think everyone was
shocked.
shocked that I did that. So I
We'll,
don't blame him for missing.
We'll edit this part out. We'll just say that you won the point. Let's just go on from there.
Thank you.
So she won the point, and no, that's such a sick shot, though. We'll call it the GOAT shot. So GOAT match goes to Maggie. Mary gets the GOAT shot.
I like it.
Look at these MLP moments. So fun.
A little bit more on MLP, Mary. So, played for the Hard Eights. Recently traded to Vegas Night Owls. Shout out to Las Vegas. That's where I'm in.
Woo!
Born and raised. I'm sitting here right now in Sin City. A lot growing up, people would be like, if I was ever anywhere, like I lived in Mexico for a while, they'd be like, so do you live in a casino? Or I think a lot of people don't understand that, like, you know, there's like normal people in Vegas too, and we like live on the outskirts of town. Anyway, going back to this, that was just a tangent there. SoCal Hard Eights traded you over to the Vegas Night Owls, which I'm pumped about. Can you tell us about that experience? Like how quickly you were notified? Are you excited about going there? Did they catch you off guard? What are you looking forward to playing on the Night Owls? Give us the story there.
Yeah, the story there is I had a great time playing for the Hard Eights. I don't know if you guys have talked to Tim and Rick before, the owners, but they are some of the best owners in MLP. They're just awesome humans, and I'm definitely going to miss playing for them, but I am super stoked to be playing for the Night Owls because I really like how our team is set up through all the different trades that happen to get this new team formed on the Vegas Night Owls. Like Jesse and I can practice all the time. We do practice a lot, so we're going to be ready and comfortable. She's someone I really look up to in pickleball, one of the first pros who ever like invited me out to play rec, and Maggie. So it's just so cool that we've never gotten to pair up before. So this is going to be fun. And then Deckel and Colin, I like them both a lot, and I'm really excited to be out there with them in our backyard. The event is like 20 minutes away from where we live, so it's going to be fun. Gonna have lots
San
of
Clemente.
our pickle community out there. Everyone support our teams. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. Watch out, Bears, because the Night Owls are coming this time.
We are.
We're just hoping we don't have
We're
to play
coming
each
like
other.
the quiet owls. Aren't owls really quiet? So we're just gonna, sneak up into the final and boom. There.
I know. Yeah, we're just hoping we don't have to play each other in like the
pool play.
Hopefully
not. That would be terrible.
But we have played each other the last 3 tournaments in mixed.
Yes.
Which has been unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah, why do they put you on the same side? I feel like that shouldn't be legal. It's like when we have a local tournament.
Let me know.
It's like when we have a tournament somewhere else and then they put us on the same side as the people that we traveled with. You're just like, we play each other all the time.
The worst.
Yeah, especially when we go all the way to North Carolina or like, somewhere far, and we're like, we have to play each other.
Yeah.
We live with each other. Do you guys live with each other?
Well, I live at school, like when I'm in school, but I just got off for summer, so like now I'm back at home, and then Mary's just traveling all the time for pickleball because she does go to more tournaments than I do, just with school and stuff. So you're here like when you're not traveling, but it seems like it's almost every weekend, like you're gone somewhere.
That's fun. That's fun to be by each other. Okay, one more MLP question, and then we have a quiz, and then we're out. Don't want to take up any more of your guys' time, but this has been fun. So last MLP question. What are you guys most excited about for PPA or for MLP San Clemente? Is that right? Is it MLP or is it PPA?
Yeah,
it's
MLP.
There we go. Major League, yeah.
I think I'm just super excited that it's in San Clemente, close to home. Yeah, like all of our friends are going to be there, and San Clemente is just so nice, and Well, I personally just don't like traveling, and especially not with pickleball when we're just like on flights. Our dog is barking.
We can't even hear him.
Oh my gosh. Here,
Okay.
you continue to talk. I'll be right back in a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, I just say I don't know where I was. Oh, how I don't like traveling. Yeah, so it's nice that it's just a drive away, and, we can be home with all of our friends and family. And yeah, really looking forward to that. Okay. Your answer.
That'll be nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, since she stole my answer, I am very excited about my new team, like I just said, and I think we're going to bring the energy in San Clemente. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be super exciting.
Well, that's gonna be
definitely crowd favorites.
a crazy powerful team. Yeah, for sure.
Should we quiz it up?
All right, quiz time. Go ahead, Os. Quiz time.
So this is how well do you know your sibling? Okay, and so there are 10 total questions. We're going to ask you the question. Don't automatically answer. Think about it, and then you guys are going to answer at the same time. I think is how it works.
Are we answering for like what I would say?
So here's
for
the-
her?
Yeah, it's for what she would say.
Yes.
Wait, can you say that one more?
So
Sorry,
here-
one more time. I'm saying what Maggie's is.
What she would think, yeah. And vice versa.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
And then after,
Okay.
are we gonna like talk about it?
Yeah. We'll talk about it just a little bit so we can explain. Always some explaining to do. Okay, number 1. Ideal mixed doubles partner. Mixed doubles partner. Okay. You guys got it? Same time. Well, let's go Mary first and then Maggie. Who is
There you go.
Maggie's, Mary?
Hayden Patriquin.
Really?
Correct. Hayden's the best. Oh yeah, I love playing with Hayden. We have so much fun, and it's great. And he's so good, and
He's a
like
stud.
just getting better. So,
so fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
we have a great time. For Mary, I would say Dylan or Federico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Can't
Nailed
pick
it.
Just one.
You guys know each other well.
Boom. 1 for 1.
Okay, number 2. Dine in or take out? Let's start with Maggie. What does Mary prefer?
Takeout.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And I was going to say take out for you too.
No.
Oh. Oops.
Going out to eat brings me so much joy. Yeah. That's like, I love going out to eat. I think it's so fun. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm more on the takeout side as well. I don't know. I'm not the most social.
Cool.
I like to just eat my food,
I hate
chomp it
getting
away.
out of the car.
We do love drive-thrus.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
love drive-thrus.
DoorDash. Gotta do DoorDash. That's where it's at. All right. You guys are, Maggie's 2 for 2. Mary is 1 for 2. Okay. You can catch up still, Mary, though. There's plenty of questions left. Number 3, favorite TV show. Mary, you're first.
I'm just going to guess Glee. I don't know.
What? No. I don't have like a specific favorite TV show, but I love reality TV.
Oh,
so like,
same.
I know, I'd say Survivor, or like, I love watching The Bachelor with my friends, or like,
Survivor's
shows
fun.
like that.
Bachelor's
But good
fun.
try.
And what's mine?
Survivor?
No.
Oh.
How to Get Away with Murder.
Shoot.
Such a
is
good show.
Huh?
What a shame.
Yeah, maybe you guys
okay,
are too
well,
competitive.
I'm still losing.
Maybe you guys are too competitive and just lying. So you're like, I don't want him to get a point, so I'm just going to lie.
Oh.
No, she has said that before, and
Okay.
I just wasn't paying attention.
I'm
I
just
guess.
playing.
Thanks
I'm
for
just
nothing.
I'm keeping score on my phone so that we can tally it up after. So no pressure.
I'm keeping score, Ross, so don't worry
Are
about
you?
it.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I should have just asked you to. Okay. Number 4, favorite sport other than pickleball. Let's start with Maggie.
Okay, you.
Golf. Oh, I cut to the chase.
Oh, yeah. Mary said golf, and that's correct.
Nice.
For Mary, I'm going to say tennis.
No! Golf.
What?
I have a very,
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
I don't really want to play tennis anymore. I would rather play golf.
Okay.
We know each other super well after knowing each other for 20 years.
Should have known. Okay, number 5, preferred nickname. Let's start with Mary.
Oh, come on. That's easy for you.
For you, Mags.
Yeah, that's right.
Think hard.
Mare?
No, my nickname is Mary B in the Club.
Oh, yeah. Mary B in the club.
That is my TikTok username. Inside joke, Mary B in the Club. You always have to be in the club in all aspects of your life.
Heck yeah.
Like, have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time. Not actually in a club, but like just the feeling of having fun.
Okay, number 6, favorite pickleball shot. I think Maggie can get this one. Maggie, let's start with you.
The merry-go-round.
Wow. Great job. I would say for you,
You have to think about it.
I'm going to go with 2.
Right.
Backhand flick or the forehand roll dink.
Yeah, it's the forehand roll.
Nice.
Really?
Correct.
That's interesting.
Solid.
Yeah,
Nice work.
I love forehand dinking. Like, I could drill that all day. Like, I just think it's fun. I don't know.
Me too.
Yeah, I definitely favor
Dinking
the
is
forehand dink.
therapeutic.
Yeah, we love dinking.
We
Like,
love
that's
dinking.
when we just dink forever and just talk. You know.
Maybe that should be our thing. We should do dink and chat or something. Like we'll start it on Instagram Live or something.
Yeah, dinking's the perfect opportunity to just have a chat too. So chill. All right, number 7. Worst fear as a kid. Mary, you're up.
Gosh. What is your worst fear? Do you have like a fear of throw up? I don't know.
No, I think for myself, I would say, like, public speaking.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to like embarrass. Okay, never mind. Okay, I actually have a very specific one.
Oh, Mary, I don't know.
Looks like you're gonna lose this one.
I don't know. If I had to guess, no, I don't know.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll take the point. I had a fear of getting my blood drawn, like at the doctor.
Oh, like shots, like needles.
Yeah, needles.
Okay.
I'm with you. I am with you there. Holy cow.
Right.
I've passed
Dang,
out
I could've
2 different
done
Yeah,
times.
me too.
Yeah.
Same. I have a quick story. You just
Go ahead.
reminded me of this. So I went one time to donate blood. I had just turned, like, I don't know, how old do you have to be? 18? Maybe I just turned 18 and my mom took me and we went and donated blood at our church. And at the time I had a habit of messing with my mom and teasing her and joking around with her. So anyway, I gave blood. I can't even do that anymore because I'm so afraid of needles now. I don't know why. But anyway, we go back outside after doing it, and I got outside a little bit before she did. And so I went around to my side of the car and just laid down on the ground so that she would like be concerned, you know.
Oh my
And so I can
gosh.
see her from
Your poor
underneath the
mom.
car, and I can see her like walking over and then like walking faster and then like running to the car, and she's like, you know, what happened? Anyway, I told her I was joking, but Anyway, you brought up that
That's
story.
Oh
It was a
my
good one.
gosh. I know. It really
funny.
can bring back the memories.
I actually passed out with our mom, where I had a shot. I think it was I stepped on a nail and I had to get a shot, whatever that's called.
Tetanus.
Tetanus. Had to get a tetanus shot, and I literally passed out while I was standing up. But I don't remember passing out. That's the weird thing about passing out. Anyways, needles are no good. I agree with you, Mary. Number 8. Moving right along. We have 3 more. Favorite PPA tour location city so far that you guys have played at?
So far, like this year. I would say Maggie's favorite is Newport Beach.
Yeah, close. Our home. Where have you've been all over the place? Did you like North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
North Carolina was really nice and pretty.
Nice work,
Yeah.
you guys.
Well, we don't really experience the seasons here in California. It's always
Right.
just sunny,
So
which
nice.
is
Yeah.
nice. Except this year, it's been so rainy.
Yeah, it's been really rainy. And
very
we don't have
rainy.
indoor courts, so practice gets canceled
Yeah.
a lot.
But North Carolina was just so green, and like driving through the city, the downtown was so nice. So yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful in the greenery. We took a trip to North Carolina not too long ago for a funeral. But yeah, it's so beautiful there. We go to Newport Beach every year. We have a family trip there. The weather is just unreal. So I know exactly what you guys are talking about.
Nice.
Love it there. Okay, number 9. Favorite performing artist at Coachella 2023.
We have the same one.
There's a few. There's not just one. Do you have a favorite?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to go with, you probably don't know who this is. S.G. Lewis.
No! That's my favorite artist,
That's
but
a DJ.
oh my
Calvin
gosh.
Harris.
It's S.G. Lewis, Calvin Harris, but Kate Renata blew me away.
Oh, yeah.
So, if anyone knows who that is.
We
That's so
love all
fun.
the DJs. Like that. Those are our favorites.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say Kate Renata for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like the same artist. He just had cool graphics, so yeah.
Perfect. Okay, number 10. What you argue about most often with each other. Not about each other, with each other.
No, okay.
This one you can answer at the same time.
I mean, I'm just going to make it pickleball related.
Pickleball. I was gonna say pickleball. Our partnership.
Yeah, we argue the most probably about that type of stuff. Like on-court issues.
It makes sense. You play a lot of pickleball. It's okay to argue about it sometimes. Always make up in the end.
Get
And,
ice cream, then we're good.
Yeah, get ice cream. You'll be fine.
There you go.
So what is next for both of you coming up pickleball wise? Your next couple of tournaments. What's coming up?
We are off to Atlanta next week for the PPA tournament. I'm playing with, obviously, her and Federico.
Yeah, I'm playing with Hayden.
Should be fun. And then we have the home tournaments. San Clemente, back-to-back PPA and MLP. So it's going to be a fun summer.
So fun.
Yeah, my wife doesn't know this yet, but I'm tempted. I'm trying to get us to go there. I'm like giving her subtle hints here or there. So maybe we can make it out there to watch. I've not been to an MLP tournament. Been to PPA quite a few times.
Oh, you got to come.
Take me
But
instead,
yeah, it'd
Spence.
be fun to come and watch it.
Take me instead.
Yeah.
Pay my fare.
Oh, I don't care if I have to pay for someone's fare if I get to go. Be stoked. Where can people find you on social media? Mary, will you go first?
MaryBrascia.pickleball.
And I'm Maggie Brascia.pickleball.
Nice.
Wow. That's good. And you're both on Instagram. It sounds like Mary has a TikTok account as well.
Oh, yes. Mary B in the Club on TikTok. I'm obviously famous on there. I'm kidding. I'm not. But, yeah, follow us.
For sure. Follow both of them. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being on Picklehead with us. We really appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing your time, sharing your insights. I'm sure you're making everyone else's game better. Thank you for your attitudes. It's so cool to see you two play together, to lift our spirits. Maybe we're sitting in the office watching you guys play, and it really makes our day better. So again, thanks a lot. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care.